Welcome to our house in Lynham. I'm Gordon and I have my wife Morgan behind the camera, and we're the owners of this lovely house here. First, I'd like to acknowledge the traditional owners of this land, the Ngunnawal people, and pay my respects to their elders, past and present, and also pay my respects to any other Aboriginal people who have a connection to this land. So the house you're looking at here today is a knockdown rebuild. We owned a house before this, lived in it for many years, but decided after we retired and were thinking about our housing options, wondering what we should do. We did a lot of investigation of options for us, but in the end we decided we really liked this area and this community, so we decided to stay. Then we considered renovations, extensions, etc., but realised that to get what we really wanted, it'd be good to start with a clean slate. So we decided to build a new house, but we definitely wanted to make sure it was much better than the old house in terms of its livability and also its environmental sustainability. So in that respect, we'll just start outside. We'll give you a little tour in a minute, but just to start, in terms of climate change and the future, we wanted to make sure that we were offsetting all our emissions here. So we put a lot of effort into putting in a very big 19 kilowatt PV system with battery, which also charges an electric car. So we're almost self-sufficient in electricity, and we actually generate enough power for at least 2 other houses. So we feel like we are definitely offsetting the environmental impact of the original house here. So we'll just go inside. So the house was designed to be very flexible as possible as we age in place, and also to give flexibility for future owners of this house. So it's been designed so that it can basically be split in two. So you come through the front door into this entry, and down the front half of the house is basically 2 multi-purpose rooms. So they could be turned into a 1-bedroom flat, or for carers, or send your older kids down there, or have a home office. And then the other half of the house could be used as a 2-bedroom apartment with a fair bit of space. So we tend to use that end of the house for living, and this end is our sort of work area at the moment. And we've set up these doors so that we can close off the different parts of the house if necessary. So we'll just move down to this end briefly. So we have a bedroom here, a bathroom, and this bigger area at the end. My wife is a very good artist, and so she uses this area as her studio, but obviously it can be used for other things. We've built extra plumbing and electricals into this wall, so this could be turned into a kitchenette down the track if somebody wants to turn this area into a little granny flat. We have lots of nice windows here. We do have a very nice outlook from here. Probably from an energy efficiency perspective, there's probably too many windows here, but when you do these sorts of designs, you do have to have an element of compromise, trying to work out conflicting objectives, and in our case we definitely wanted to focus on making that connection to the outside. So we'll just move down to the other end of the house now. Yeah, so this is the main living, dining, kitchen area of the house. Quite a big area, but we wanted this to be quite a flexible, open space so we could use it in different ways. Now, north is directly that way, so you'll see that we have lots of windows facing north, which gives us lovely summer. Well, we're shaded in summer, and then in winter we get a lot of sun coming in here to basically warm up this room. So this side of the house, this room and the 2 end rooms basically get a lot of sun, don't really require heating and cooling unless it's very bad weather outside. You'll also see that we have a concrete slab all the way through the house, so that provides us with the thermal mass, so that, say in winter, the sun comes right into around this part of the house, heats up the slab, and then overnight it slowly releases that heat, so that's basically our heating system. We did install air conditioning into the house, but we hardly ever use it. It's really only on extreme days, or if it's been a really wet and cold period that we actually need to use it. But generally this area keeps at a very even temperature. We did try, when we were demolishing the old house, to try and reuse a lot of the materials and get them recycled. So there's a few examples in the house. So for example, this long bench here, that's made from rafters out of our old ceiling, and there's some other ones around the corner. At the same time, we bought a lovely recycled timber table from another building close by that was being demolished. And we did try and use some recycled plastics and things around the house as well, just buy those products. Down this corridor is where we have the two other bedrooms, bathroom, laundry, etc. And for our curtains, well, we got these Nordic blinds. So these are honeycomb blinds, but they're very flexible. They can go up, they can go down, whichever way really suits a particular time of year, or when the sun's coming in, whether to let the sun in or leave it out. So that gives us a lot of flexibility in maintaining a suitable temperature out here. So I'll just quickly go outside. Again, thinking of recycled materials, we've got the plastic modwood as a recycled deck here. So an important thing about designing houses like this is to also think about the landscape around them, because you want to really integrate the two and make the most of the land you're on. So this is our northern garden, so we made a point of using this strip along the northern side of the house as our veggie garden. So we've installed wicking beds down here for our veggies, plus some other veggie plots further down. We also made a point of trying to keep all the stormwater on site, so we have some big rainwater tanks from the roof, and we also collect a lot of the water on the ground, and it flows naturally down the slope to a little ephemeral wetland down the end. And we planted a lot of native plants. Originally this was a driveway down here. We moved the driveway to the other side of the house so we could open up this northern side as being all native garden. So we're really enjoying the house and enjoying getting out and working in the garden and experimenting with different things. So we're really enjoying the house, and I hope you have too. And thanks for watching. Bye.